We're a couple of miles from the Colorado State Capitol building. It's in Power Field at Mile High here in Denver. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the New York Giants and the Denver Broncos.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
With my partner Greg Olson, Mike Tirico, Joey Sly set to get this one going. Should be a wet one. Off we go from Denver. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Here's a first carry for their running back. He plunges forward for a couple of yards. Abdul Carter there to bring him down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 7. They'll stick with him again. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. Good for a Denver first down.
48-yard line.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense. You know, I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
And he'll be close to a first down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
It's going to be 3rd. They need 1. Throwing is shot. Quickly to the outside and complete. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. The defense was right there, but a gain of 2. Good enough for the first down. Up the middle they go. And he will slosh his way forward on the wet surface for a gain of a yard.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's shut. A pass complete to the tight end, Evan Ingram. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Play 8 of the opening drive coming up, and now they face 3rd down. Operating out of the gun, this is Shuck. That's caught. Left side, it's complete. A gain of 11 on that one. First down, Broncos.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
Look wide, get this one complete, and he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8.
Here we go. 19, Tiger, 19, check go.
To the air again is Shuck. Left side, that's complete. It's Sutton. They'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
That's a gain of 7.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
And he's going to have the 1st down. They convert on 3rd, and it sets up a 1st and goal.
Nothing really fancy about that last completion, but what it does do, Mike, is now they are on the doorstep of the end zone. So now they've got to find a way to finish this long drive with a touchdown.
To the air once more. Shuck. That one is caught in the back of the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos. That is 1st touchdown this year.
And when things haven't been going your way, like they haven't around here recently, Mike, this is exactly what you need. You're looking for a spark. So to take the opening possession of the game, march it down there, and come away with the score, all of a sudden the sideline's a lot more positive. There's a lot more good energy amongst your teammates. Is that the spark they needed to turn this thing around?
So following the touchdown, Borregales is back to send this one away. This will be returned from the 6. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line.
Ready! 70, Timberwolf! Ready!
That's a nice job keeping his balance in these conditions. A gain of about 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 26-yard line.
So, from the 26-yard line, here is 2nd and 5.
Here we go, 19!
He'll drop to throw. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
60 Vikings, 60 19 Lions. Dragon 60.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Exiting the pocket right. Oh, he tried to throw it back across his body, but it's intercepted. And that just adds to the start for this one. They walk down the field to get the touchdown, and then the defense joins the offensive party, Greg. Each side has scored a touchdown early on.
Yeah, and you just can't draw up a worse start than this, Mike. I mean, not only to allow the opposing team to go down and score on their first drive, but then to follow it up with a pick six. You find yourself in a big hole here early. Do they have enough to dig their way out?
So following the touchdown, Borregales is back to send this one away. This taken at the 5. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin.
Ready? Ready? Let go.
They'll begin here on the ground. That's a nice job keeping his balance in these conditions. A gain of about 5.
The 26. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4.
Come on, set. Bronco with 18, fight in. Let's go.
They'll look to throw. That's thrown right side, but incomplete.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down with it.
It's 3rd and 4.
Go. 18, run. 60 Eagles, 60.
Now they'll set up to throw. Open man left side. He's got it. Call it a gain of 13. That's good for a Giants first down.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
And to be taken down with the first down as time will run out on this opening in just a moment. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
Let's go. Ready, ready.
They'll turn and hand this one off. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional, you become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
Ready.
That one thrown behind his target, and it'll be incomplete.
So there's a sense of urgency with these RPOs, especially in the NFL game, because your linemen, they're thinking it's a run, so you can't allow them to get downfield. So that's where this quick decision-making from the quarterback is so critical, and the timing of this one just wasn't quite right and falls incomplete.
Pat the 60, pat the 60. Ready.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. And it looks like he's going to have a first down. Nothing fancy there. Short completion, but it yields a fresh set of downs.
This has been a really impressive drive, Mike, really from the start. And this is something defenses want to force offenses to do. Methodically work their way down the field, but they've been highly efficient, and now they get another first down.
And he's going to be bottled up quickly after a gain of about 1. Christian Harris there on the stop.
30-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 9. Now This looks like a design run. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20.
First down.
11 yards the gain. He does it himself and picks up a first down.
First down.
Mike, I think every offense would love to be able to call designed runs for their quarterback, but it's so dependent of who that quarterback is. And for this team, to be able to have that guy behind center, it just adds a different element to what they can do on offense.
Plus, to his right. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinal.
Tight end, the motion man to the right. Now a give up the middle, and he is planted. Backfield. Defenders crashing through. Blow up that play behind the line.
Looked like that might have been a RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like we might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
It is third and long.
18, 5 in. Viking, 18.
He'll look to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. Now they got a fourth down decision to make.
He has to drive this through the rain, but he does. The kick is good. And the Giants get their first points of the game. They trail 14-3.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly back out to kick this one away. Here we go on the return from the 1. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field.
At their own 22-yard line.
Ready, break. Bronco switch, Bronco switch. Ready, check go.
Drive will start on the ground.
Best job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 8. Now Shuck. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
And 8 yards to go.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it, but I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Now Shuck on third down. This one intercepted. Picked off by Drew Phillips. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
Great. Come on. Set. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Ready.
We'll try the right side this time. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
Ready, set.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
70 lying. Trap 60, trap 60.
Neighbors in motion. Back to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the linebacker, Christian Harris. And the Broncos are in great shape here as they take over at their 46.
I've been around certain quarterbacks, Mike, that love throwing the ball in the rain, and other quarterbacks who are very uncomfortable. It looks like this one kind of got out of his hand, a little wonky, and that ball gets away from you just enough. It's going to end up falling into the wrong hands and go the other way.
They'll go play action here with Chuck. Rolling right. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Looking to throw. Here is Chuck. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. After that play, it stopped an injured Giant on the field. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. They'll come up to 3rd and 3.
Ready, go.
Chuck. That's complete. Taken in by Franklin. A pickup there of 13. Good for a Denver 1st down.
It just seems like whenever they need a big play on 3rd down, you can almost guarantee that he's someone they're going to try to get the ball to, and certainly easy to see why. Clutch play by everyone involved and keeps the offense on the field.
That one down the field, but it is incomplete. Troy Franklin, the intended target. It's 2nd down.
I'll tell you what, Mike, considering how this offense has played in the first couple possessions, I'm surprised that one wasn't completed. It seems like that's the first miss of the game. Continue to push the ball downfield. Continue to build on this momentum because so far they've come out hot in this one.
70 left, let's go now.
They'll run on 2nd down. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
To the air is Shuck. Down the field, but it falls incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there. And this is where playing in the elements can really become a problem. These kickers practice all year in pretty much ideal conditions. So sometimes you got to approach these kicks a little bit different. He's just unable to connect.
Ready, go, Reed. 70 Timberwolves. Let's go.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
I just don't love the look of this offense so far in this game, Mike. I mean, this first half, they've been flat, they've been lethargic. There hasn't been a lot of urgency, and we saw it again on this last play. Simple handoff, no gain, same story.
2nd and 10.
Buffalo, Jeanette. Hawk 70, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
That is caught out wide on the RPO. And it'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they crossed midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
Now a give on the ground, and that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, nothing more.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to this second down play. That's to the right side and incomplete. Malik Neighbors, the intended receiver. Third down coming up.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now, decision time. What are you going to do on fourth down? Here's a designed run. And he's going to have the Giants' first down. They find a way to keep the drive going with the fourth down conversion. Into traffic, but taken in. Now a timeout. Giants, that is their second. They'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
You find yourself in these 2-minute drills, Mike. They're pretty critical moments in the game. They go a long way to deciding the outcome, so it makes a lot of sense. You start looking for your top target, and he comes through for him there.
They'll send their tight end left. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. Pushed out to his left. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off. That's Samuel Womack. And the Broncos are going to take possession here. It's a touchback. They'll take over at the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Looking to throw on first down. Here's Shuck. And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Falls incomplete.
You just never want to overthrow an open receiver. If anything, even if the receiver just has to slow down a little bit to run under the ball, that's okay. It might not end up in a touchdown, but you're at least going to end up with a completion.
Huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
I would love to see his weapons do it. Better job, Mike, especially in the middle of the field, getting open in these zones. I just feel like there's been tight coverage, a lot of little windows to throw through, and yes, anytime you turn the ball over, it's on the quarterback, but the rest of this supporting unit needs to do a better job helping him.
From the 39, here's a first and 10.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Let's go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball, modest gain.
Ready. Viking, 18. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Cowboy 80. 79 Broncos.
Now, on 3rd and 2, they'll try and throw for it. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
And barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single first down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming on. It all comes back to the turnover, and that's why this is such a critical emphasis for all teams in these situations, Mike. So you're trying to steal some points before the half on offense, but now you end up giving the ball back to your opponent, giving them an opportunity to come away with some points of their own.
This taken in at the goal line. And he's going to be taken down. That is going to do it for us in this first half.
Set to kick off.
First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. Here's a run to begin this third quarter. He works free, right side. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Giants. Well, that's a way to start a drive. He takes it all the way to the house. I don't know what they were talking about on the last series, but they've come out on this series, Greg, with the right answer for the touchdown.
And, Mike, the reason a lot of teams start off drives with the run play is to allow themselves to operate ahead of the chains. Well, not this guy. He found the alley, he took it, and he's off to the races for 6.
That's out quickly and complete, and he will get in for the 2. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points.
Jody Sly set to kick off.
We are all square, 14 apiece the score as this one's away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. Now a hit, and he lost the football. And when we talk about momentum and trying to stop negative momentum, it's moments like this. Not only did you just give up the big score, but now, Greg, they've got to get that defense back on the field after the fumble.
Yeah, and on one sideline, you're riding high. I mean, the last 2 plays could not have gone any better. And then on the other sideline, they couldn't have gone any worse.
Here we go. 70 Lions.
Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
The best linebackers at this level, Mike, they have all the physical attributes. That's a given. But it's really their instincts. It's their ability to dissect and predetermine where the ball is going before the ball is even snapped. And you could see with how fast he met the back at the point of attack, he knew exactly what play was coming.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Cup 19, Cup 19.
On 2nd and 10, though, try to throw. That's the linebacker, Nick Bonito. Gets him for a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down.
Early in this drive, they're trying to establish some offensive rhythm, but now after that 2nd down sack, really puts them in a must-pass. You don't want to be in 3rd and long very often in the NFL. It's not a very high percentage conversion rate, and with the danger of a 3-and-out, they better hold up here in pass protection.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He'll take a shot here. Back to the end zone. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
And he missed it. It's no good. And the score remains level.
Man, that's just tough on an offense, Mike. I mean, you work so hard to get in position to take the lead. It just doesn't work out.
It's first down, and they'll run. Hunting very difficult in these conditions. He gets forward here for a gain of about 3.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 6.
Come on.
Thrown into a sea of bodies, but it's complete. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and we're able to convert.
And wow, tough to bring down that time. Surging forward for a pickup of 6. 2nd down.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
He'll throw it left and has his running back. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. A pickup of 14 on that one. First down, Broncos.
You get so caught up defending all of these weapons all over the field, and it's sometimes really easy to forget about the back. And in this case, the quarterback does a nice job just dropping the ball off in his check down, and he lets him do the rest.
Let's go now.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
Ready.
Back to the air once more on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Lambert Smith who's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Get it. Ready, ready.
He'll drop to throw. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there. And they force 4th down. On now is Andres Borregales for the field goal try. This from 34 yards. He makes up for the earlier miss. This time, the kick is good. So the mistake there, the roughing call on the field goal, they'll take the 3 points off the board, keep possession of the ball, and have it first down.
Ranger, 70 Ranger. 70 Bronco, 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Let's go.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. There's a throw right side. Going to be incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
So the ball's still at the 8-yard line for second down and goal.
Here we go, set. 70 Timberwolves. Cowboy 80. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat.
Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. And he'll take this one in. Touchdown, Denver. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finished it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
So following the touchdown, Borregales is back to send this one away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
On the bootleg, he'll look. Oh, no chance there. Under a heavy rush, he goes down.
Pretty evident that the defense is just giving no time of day to any run actions. They are playing pass all the way, and he can continue to give as many play-action fakes as he wants. It hasn't affected anybody, and in this case, it results in a sack.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long.
Here we go, here we go.
Neighbors in motion. Now they'll set up to throw. Rush comes, they're setting up the screen. Now he is free up the right sideline. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 35 yards.
Ready, ready.
Set to go now on first and 10.
Get it. Cougar 19. Ready, ready.
From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line had no chance to identify and pick him up, and he's able to bring him down for a loss.
Forced to his right.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
Here's a third down and 4.
Come on, come on. Set. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
The RPO, that one is complete. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. That is going to set up an interesting fourth down decision.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
Ready, set.
A field goal, no gimme from this distance. They'll go on fourth down.
Ready.
Oh, he's hit behind the line, and the ball is out. And this will be recovered by the offense, so no run back at least, but it'll still wind up a turnover on downs. And he's going to be stuck well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14.
Ready.
They'll look to throw. Checking it down, this one is caught, and he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this third quarter of play. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Third and long.
Warriors 70. Let's go. 70 Timberwolves.
He'll look to throw. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
Take this in, back at the 16. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football.
Ready up.
From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10.
Ready. Pass on, ladies.
And he will slosh his way forward on the wet surface for a gain of a yard.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 9.
Get it. 70 Lions. 70 Timberwolves.
That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there. Separated the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
Big play coming up. This is 3rd down.
Panther 60. Panther 60.
They'll try to get this one on the ground.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down.
Here we go. Ready, right?
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That's taken in, and he will have a Giants 1st down on a well-designed play to get 16 to keep the drive going.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 6.
Ready, go.
Back to throw. Going right, it's taken in. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. A pickup there of 28 yards.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10.
Come on. Set. Back up. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And he'll take this down to the 6. That's good enough for 1st down, 1st and goal.
That's a really important pickup there on that last completion. Not only does it set up 1st and goal, but allows everybody in the huddle to just take a deep breath. We're no longer in this frantic offensive possession. Let's get our best play. Let's make sure everyone understands what to do, because we know we need to finish this off with 6 if we can. And now being 1st and goal is going to go a long way in allowing that to be possible.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and goal.
Here now, 2nd down and goal.
Go. Ready.
That's hauled in at the 2. And he's in. Touchdown, New York. It's his 3rd touchdown catch this year. So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow. The kick is good, and that will tie this game here in the 4th quarter.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
All even. 4th quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? A return now from the 4. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
27-yard line.
Cup 19. Ready.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. That's caught DJ Kidney. And he's out of bounds, up close to the 45-yard line. That's the way to get started. A pickup of 17 and a very quick 1st down.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the 1st down.
Looking middle there, but it's incomplete. Cortland Sutton, the intended receiver, and it'll lead to a 2nd down.
It's just a matter of time. I don't care how good you are or how good a hand you have. You are going to drop passes. It is inevitable in the NFL. But it's the guys that don't let one drop pass lead to 2. They have the ability to put it behind them, move forward, and they can't wait for that next ball to be thrown their way.
That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force third down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. That's complete. Taken in by Franklin. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 28 as they convert on third down. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
They'll look to throw again. They'll look to set up the screen here. And they'll have first and goal. He is down inside the 10-yard line.
You never know which play is going to be the one that sways the game in your favor, and that could be it right there. I mean, to set up first and goal with that last pass completion, now they can really take their time. There is an element of working some of this clock down. You know you at least have a field goal try, if not a touchdown.
Here we go.
The last piece of the puzzle is just don't give the ball back to your opponent with too much time to go down and answer your score.
And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone. And now the defense is going to take their first time out. Remember, they get an extra one built in with the 2-minute warning coming up momentarily. Second and goal.
Ready.
They'll try to run this one in. And he'll go down back at the 4-yard line.
He was taken down.
In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball carrier down for a loss.
A massive play here. Late, tie game,
Ready.
third down.
70 Timberwolves. Panther 60. Panther 60.
They'll drop to throw. Oh, he can't get rid of it, and he's taken down. And we'll see a timeout used by the defense, stopping it right out of the break. 1:57 to go in the game.
Looked like a pass protection breakdown. They had 5 offensive linemen and a running back in the backfield. I promise you, somebody was assigned to that linebacker, but he timed the blitz perfectly. He ran through and was able to bring him down for a big sack.
This kick is good. They move out front and take the lead here in the fourth quarter.
And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the fourth quarter.
He'll start at the 2. Now an opening past the 30.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
This is first and 10.
Let's go now.
They'll put a receiver in motion
18
right.
Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A gain of
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
They'll come up now for second down.
Come on, come on. Set.
Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
Gain of 7. And the Giants first down.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. On the move left. He's going to tuck it and go. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. Ideal circumstance there. They get the first down and preserve that final timeout. 10 yards on the scramble there, and he picks up the first down. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Here we go.
A quick throw on the RPO is complete, and they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. They'll run here. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Final minute, 1 timeout remaining, and it's 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
And the rush gets there. Down he goes. The Giants going to call their 3rd and final timeout, and will stop it with a little over 30 left in the game.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we're going to see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
Warriors 70. Cougar 19. Ready.
That's deep for the back of the end zone. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off. That's Samuel Womack.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot to get his hands on the ball and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
Victory formation, defense powerless to stop. And that should just about do it. So this will wind up a win for the Broncos. It was a game played in a driving rainstorm, but they would not let the field or the conditions deter them in any way. We're going to come away from here with a well-earned victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Broncos are winners. As we say, so long from Denver.